Our journey through the Arupadaiveedu continues, leaving behind the joyous wedding fires of Thiruparankundram. Now, we travel to the very edge of the continent, where the relentless, roaring waves of the ocean crash against the shimmering sands of Tamil Nadu. While Thiruparankundram celebrates the warrior god's peaceful union, this sacred ground pulls us back to the very reason of his cosmic birth, a monumental clash between divine light and suffocating darkness. Welcome to the Arulmigu Subramaniya Swamy Temple of Tiruchendur. Located just a short journey south of the bustling port city of Thoothukudi, it is the second holy abode, and the only one of the 6 sanctuaries situated not upon a mountain top, but proudly on the shores of the Bay of Bengal. The young commander, Lord Murugan, had just vanquished the formidable demon Tarkasur. Witnessing the spectacular fall of his brother, the terrifying Asur king, Surpadman fled the battlefield in desperation. Driven to the edge of defeat, the cornered Surpadman resorted to dark illusions. Plunging into the depths of the ocean, he transformed himself into a massive, impenetrable mango tree to await the young god's wrath. Standing on the shores of Tiruchendur, Lord Murugan unleashed his ultimate weapon, the invincible well. Blazing with the light of 1,000 suns, the divine spear struck the ocean, parting the churning waters and cleaving the cursed tree in two. But in a profound act of divine mercy, the warrior god did not destroy his enemy. Instead, he transformed the two halves of the demon's fractured ego. One half became his majestic mount, the peacock, Paramani, the other became his eternal emblem, the rooster, Sival, adorning his battle flag. According to the epic Skand Puran, this very shore became the staging ground for the final, most devastating phase of the war. As you approach the temple, you will see a massive, 9-tiered tower called the Rajgopuram. This tower is 137 feet tall. Interestingly, while most Hindu temples have their main tower facing east, this one is built on the western side. This is because the sea is located directly to the east, leaving no room for a giant tower. Devotees usually enter the temple complex through the southern gates. When you step inside, you first enter the Shanmukh Vilsam. This is a huge, open hall supported by 120 beautifully carved stone pillars. Because it is so open, you can feel the fresh sea breeze flowing through. It acts as a peaceful waiting area. Next, you begin walking around the wide outer corridor known as the Shivali Mandapam. Right at the start, you are greeted by a large idol of Lord Ganesh. As you walk through this corridor, you will notice something unique for a temple dedicated to Lord Murugan. There are major shrines for Lord Vishnu. You will see a shrine for Lord Venkateshwar and another for Lord Rangnatha, Vishnu resting on his giant serpent. You will also pass shrines for Lord Shiva, the teacher god Dakshinamurti, and 63 great saints known as the Nayanars. As you move deeper into the inner corridors, deep inside this cave-like structure is the Garbhagriha, main sanctum. It faces east towards the sea. Here stands the main idol of Lord Murugan, known as Subramaniya Swamy. Even though he just won a massive war against demons in the temple's legend, he is not shown as an angry warrior. Instead, he looks like a peaceful, young saint holding a lotus flower and a rosary, standing in quiet prayer. Right next to the main idol, deep inside the rocky wall, is the Panchalingam, a rare set of 5 Shivlingas. This is the exact spot Murugan is facing. The story goes that after his great victory, Murugan put down his weapons and worshipped these 5 lingams to honor his father, Lord Shiva. It is a powerful reminder of respect and peace after a battle. If you stand before the sanctum from dawn to dusk, you will not see the same god. The temple rituals are a masterpiece of visual storytelling through alankarams, divine dressings. The sannyasi alankar. During the early morning hours, the Lord is presented exactly as the stone intended, as a humble ascetic. Stripped of all royal wealth, he is dressed in a simple piece of plain cloth and adorned only with bright white vibhuti. The Raj Alankar. As the day reaches its peak, the humble sage is transformed into the undisputed king of the universe. During the Raj Alankar, the deity is draped in vibrant, shimmering silk and crowned with solid gold. He wears heavy diamond necklaces and a golden armor plate across his chest. It is only during this grand display that a shining silver or gold well, spear, is placed by his side. The Santnaha Kappu, sandalwood, and Vibhuti Kappu, holy ash, are usually applied during specific puja times, such as the Uday Martant Puja, morning, or late night Ardhayam Puja, to prepare the deity for rest or to cool him down after the heat of the day. The Tiruchendur temple is very unique because it performs 9 distinct daily pujas, prayer ceremonies, from early morning until late at night. The Alankars are directly tied to this schedule. There is a legendary true story from 1648 that adds a massive element of historical mystery to this temple. Dutch mercenaries occupied the temple and, when leaving, stole the Panchaloha idol of Lord Murugan, thinking it was solid gold. As they sailed away, a violent, unnatural storm hit their ship. Terrified that the deity's wrath was sinking them, they threw the idol into the raging ocean. Years later, a devoted local leader named Vadmalaya Pillayan had a vivid dream. The Lord told him the idol was at the bottom of the sea, and the exact spot would be marked by a single lemon floating on the waves and a garud circling the sky. He took a boat out, found the cosmic signs, dove into the water, and miraculously recovered the idol, returning it to the sanctum where it sits today. Just slightly north of the temple on the sandy beach lies the Valli cave. Carved into the sandstone, this cave is dedicated to Lord Murugan's other consort, goddess Valli. Here, it is believed that devotees seeking the blessing of a child will have their prayers answered by tying a symbolic loincloth near the cave. Legend dictates that the Lord of the Oceans, Varun, made a cosmic promise to Lord Murugan. The destructive waves would never cross the threshold of this sacred shrine. This divine boundary has stood the test of time. Even during the devastating 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, while surrounding coastal areas were swallowed by the sea, the waters miraculously receded from the Tiruchendur temple, leaving its devotees in ancient corridors completely untouched. A short walk along the beach brings pilgrims to the Nali Kinru, a miraculous 14-foot holy well. During the ancient war, when his celestial soldiers suffered from agonizing thirst, Lord Murugan struck the sandy shore with his well. From the salty, barren beach sprang a crystal-clear spring of fresh, sweet water. Today, devotees plunge into the ocean to wash away their worldly sins, followed immediately by a purifying bath in the sweet waters of the Nali Kinru before entering the temple. Within the temple, the divine blessing is intimately tied to nature. The sacred vibhuti is not handed out directly, instead, it is carefully folded inside a paneer leaf. Opening this leaf to receive the fragrant ash is a deeply personal moment, symbolizing the dispelling of ignorance and the curing of the devotee's physical and spiritual ailments. Tiruchendur is a powerful paradox. It is the site of a cosmic war where a warrior god ultimately laid down his arms in silent meditation. Leaving these serene shores behind, our journey now pulls us back into the ancient hills. As we see the abode of Palani after 2 weeks. If you missed out on our previous video on how Bhasmasur was defeated, check it out right here. On Tuesday, witness the first birth of Jay and Vijay as Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu.